Good morning. Good morning. And also those online, good morning to you too. So this event is a 3 days program organized by the IO Foundation with support from an international coalition of digital rights organizations organized by global partners digital in London. This event in Malaysia serves as a hub of the Asia Pacific Regional Internet Governance Forum, which is also happening at this same date. This means that not not only we are here in physical, but we do have people joining us online, and we will be connecting to the uh, Singapore team to join the APRIGF. So with this setup, we would like to also humbly ask for your patience for any possible technical challenge or even delays that may occur throughout this event. So the IO Foundation extends gratitude to the Malaysian Public Policy Competition organizers for the partnership to make this event possible. And the same gratitude is also extended to ELSA Malaysia for its work on policy review. And this is our second day and the most important day. So let us make most of this day and engage with each other in conversations pertaining to digital world and our lives. In particular, there will be an opportunity to contribute to policy making by providing feedback and input into the draft policy brief on business and human rights in tech proposed to Malaysian tech companies and the Malaysian Technical Working Group developing the national action on business and human rights. So for this event, we will be using AirMeet as our main platform, and AirMeet offers different interaction mechanism, and we will guide you through these spaces as we move along for the next 3 days. So an important interaction point is that we wish to encourage you to use the Q&A functions of AirMeet for a seamless Q&A presentation. And for those who are able to connect to AirMeet, kindly use the Q&A feature. For those of you who can't connect to the Q&A to AirMeet, so don't worry, you can write down your questions or any input at all on a paper and pass it to any of the IO Foundation team for posting it. So just some house rules. We'll be guided by the IO Foundation's Chatham House Rules, which is an adaptation of the Chatham House Rules, but tweaked to the context of digital space, such as social media. So if you have any concerns at all, please do not hesitate to approach the IO Foundation team, and you will recognize us as those that are wearing orange name tags. Apparently, I'm the only one right now. Right. So yes, feel free to approach any one of us if you have any concerns throughout this event. So without much ado, I would like to invite the IO Foundation's founder and CEO, Mr. John, to deliver his welcome message as well as his keynote message on data-centric digital rights. Welcome, Mr. John.
Thank you. Morning, everyone. As indicated, my name is John. I'm the CEO of the IO Foundation. We are an international tech NGO dedicated on the advocacy of data-centric digital rights. What it really means is trying to encourage governments and technologies to engage in better conversations and better decisions on how to build technology and specifically how to generate the policy related to those technologies so that those policies do not only reflect what is that we want to have in terms of protections, but also the technical specifications in order to be able to implement them directly into the technology itself. In other words, it shouldn't be the final citizen who is concerned about how the technology is functioning. Both governments and the responsible technologies should be taking care of that in their regard. In order to do that, we've been working on a number of initiatives in the past years. Ever since we started back in 2018. We've been working on defining a data-centric digital rights framework, which I presented yesterday as a soft launch. We also have been working in the context of Malaysia on the United Nations Guiding Principles on Business and Human Rights applied to the tech sector, which is what we're going to be discussing today. I'll be doing a short keynote on that, and then we will move into the presentation of the policy brief that will be presented to the team who's working on the National Action Plan in Malaysia. We've been also working on an initiative related to encouraging programmers in general technology, so specifically programmers to embrace their role as next generation of rights defenders, because that's exactly how we regard them. They are the people who are architecting, who are building and releasing all the stuff that everyone is so much concerned about, and therefore they should be the first ones who are there paying attention to protecting citizens properly. We've been doing quite a number of other things. We've been running events in the past years, either with local agencies such as MCMC, but also depending on or in collaboration with other organizations on International Day such as Data Privacy Day. I believe that will be all for me. I'm going to pass back to Edwin, and I will be back for the keynote. Thank you.
Testing. Right. Thank you, Mr. John. I think that's all for the welcoming message. I think right up next we'll be inviting John back, Mr. John back for the keynote speech. And yeah, without much ado, John, we'd like to invite you back on stage for your keynote.
I believe we're going to be 10 minutes earlier.
Oh, 10 minutes
so earlier. We probably, just for the interest of schedule, we're just going to be waiting for those 10 minutes and then move into the session. Right.
Since we are earlier, so right now, since we are here as well, we'd like to take this opportunity to invite all of you to feel free to have, if you haven't had your breakfast, you can go grab a little bit of bite. And since we will have 10 minutes, if not, feel free to move around and just get to know one another here. I think all of us here are here for a reason to know more about tech and also human rights. So welcome and just feel free to move around.